All right, y'all. I know it's been a long time, but we're finally back, and he's finally here. Like, for real this time. Like, he's staying here. Like, he lives here now.
I moved back to LA.
I don't have to go to Casa de Carajo anymore just to see him.
Nope. Welcome.
Welcome.
Sorry it took us so long to do another episode, but we are finally here. We're at Jadi Studios out here on the east side of LA. This is the east side, right? This is the
Yes.
east side?
Northeast.
Northeast side of the Los Angeles. Welcome to Black to Reality. Woo! Woo!
I don't like that.
I
but
love
it's
it.
fine.
You
I
never
know.
like
That's
it.
why I do it.
I have on my cowboy boots today because I'm excited.
What's new?
I'm about to step
Check
on these
in.
people.
Tell me what's new.
The only check-in I have is I'm back to LA.
How does it feel to be back?
It feels very black. It feels very black. It feels good. I
Nice.
see you more. Well, actually, I haven't seen you that a lot because I went to visit my mother.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm
you
nice.
see everybody more now because you're not far, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. That's my biggest update. What about you? What's going on with you?
Well, a lot has happened, but it's getting better, step by step, day by day. I think that was Full House reference, but that's all right.
You got a new job.
I got a new job. I'm not working for. Oh, I shouldn't say his name. You know, they're gonna be like
George.
TT Lolo, Ted Thomas. I don't give a fuck.
You gave the
I know,
name.
no. That's not his real name. Who has two first names? It's not real. Right, everybody.
Chaz Ashley.
Oh, you know, I grew up like not trusting anybody with two first names. That's
Okay,
awkward.
that is wrong.
Okay.
Where'd you learn that from?
Black History. John Smith.
Smith is not a first name.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
It broke while I was fanning myself. Okay.
it's hot in here.
But no, that's like now I'm doing everything in downtown and it's a lot more convenient because I don't have to travel. I don't have to commute. Where I work is more culturally diverse and aware and I like it. I don't have to really leave downtown anymore. So very happy, excited about that. And then I'm working on some other stuff, trying to start a nonprofit bank. And
Oh,
yes.
that's good.
So I'm trying to I probably shouldn't say it.
you could talk around it maybe.
I don't want to
Or just keep it like that, a nonprofit bank.
Yeah, nonprofit bank, yeah. And then that's all I'm going to say.
That's good.
I just know I want to fight against the gentrification that's happening. Just not only in the States, not only in LA, but just all around the world. And I want something to give back to those communities. So that's all I'll say.
That's
And
good.
yeah. And of course the podcast and also trying to help a friend to start like a book series, but more like a black sci-fi type of thing. So that's about it.
Create it or start a club?
Oh, no. Like help writing.
Oh.
Yeah. So doing the writing on that. She's written the bulk of it, but I'm going to start. She hasn't like started to write it out as far as the story. She just did like concepts
That's
and all of
wonderful.
that stuff. So now I want her to like start writing it out. And so I'm going to kind of help her with that.
That's nice.
That's it for my check-in.
And you all will be getting more shows because I am now local.
Yes,
so
routinely.
We will be
like,
checking in all the time.
It's going to be...
Maybe weekly.
Oh, all right. No, it's been a long time, but we're finally back, so we're just gonna jump right into it with the clapbacks. And that's when we, kind of talk about all the wrongs of the world and give our 2 cents,
Our black sense.
our black cents.
Yeah. So first
Damn.
thing,
Get it?
I think like every week we can always talk about something related to Trump in this administration. And I think we have avoided it.
Shit.
I have personally avoided it because it brings up so much anger or disgust or...
It's so much. I mean, even the word 45 used to remind me of like my drunk uncles and aunties because I referred to the Coke 45.
Coke 45. Yes.
But
That
now he fucked up the 45 and he didn't fuck up the presidency. So I don't know. I can't with him. But go ahead.
Okay, so one, I go on, so I look at the news every day. So in the top news, we have just read that they are looking for the new chief of staff to fix the hot messes happening in the White House.
Spice is gone.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Spicer.
He's
gone. When did he resign?
I don't know.
He resigned. So, anyway.
They finally realizing that he ain't shit. But go ahead.
He ain't shit. This administration ain't shit. The country is going down. We're in decline. Anyways, so the Republicans are looking forward to John Kelly to like save the day in the White House. Because I don't know if y'all been paying attention. Have you been paying attention? Every day there's something. Every other hour there's something.
I had to check out for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
that's good. Check out when you can.
Yeah.
So the Republicans are like, John Kelly, fix it. Who is the new chief of staff? Just want to say that. Other news. So the trans ban. Okay, so it's not really a ban yet. It's just Trump on Twitter pop it off saying like
so it started off with just like something you wrote on Twitter.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. That's it.
So what did he say?
He said they will be banning transgender people from the military. From the military. And so since he sounded off on that, there are so many people now either...
Did he specifically say something about trans people being a burden? Because I've noticed that people are reposting that specific verbiage as like trans people are not a burden.
I don't know if he said a burden. He could have said a burden, but I do know he said they will be banned from the military. And so now there are so many people who are experts in like trans identities. Did you know that so many people are experts in trans identities? I didn't know. Because everyone's on Twitter, everyone's on Facebook talking about their opinions on like, oh, this is right or this is wrong. How do you feel about it?
I mean, for me, and I think I try not to hop on the bandwagon on stuff and like kind of just repost. I'm not a reposter. I'm more so just give my independent thought. But for me, the way I've looked at transgender is like the backbone of the community. And I feel that they are the reason why we've progressed in the state that we have. I think a lot of times when you look at transgender or even like feminine people, like we don't get to be, we don't get to hide. We don't necessarily get to conform. So when you are choosing to be who you are authentically and unapologetically, I really think it shows a lot of strength. And I think once those like transgender, feminine people, when those minorities within the community are accepted, then we're truly progressed and we are fully, truly accepted. So I don't know. That's kind of how I look at it. It's just like, they're the backbone, but now I feel like it's time to actually, like, they're the face now. And I really do believe that. Like, they are the face now. And they should be the face. And it's long overdue.
Yeah. Well, when I got a text early that morning when Trump Twitter was popping and someone was like, is this real? And we were like, yeah, this is real in the group text. But my gut reaction was like, okay, good. Yay. Literally, I was like, yay, trans folks are banned from the military. Good. Can black people be banned from the military? Can non-white people be banned from the military? That was like my honest opinion. Like, I'm like, the military.
Oh, so can the people that are fighting that isn't necessarily for us, can like we not have to participate in it?
Exactly.
Since it's not for us to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. And then I'm like, that's probably not what the people want to hear.
Well, people won't understand it. I get you, but like people are gonna be like, oh, you're no patriotic.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't love America, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. But I get you. Yeah.
And then I was like having multiple conversations with people online on my Twitter, on Facebook, like, look, I don't support the military on one end. And the other hand, I'm like, but everyone should have the right to do what they want to do at the same time. But since then, so I come from this small ass Republican town. Oh, and so, yes. Yeah. And so many people I grew up with are either cops, teachers, have served in the military. Some of them are still serving in service. And so all those folks are like, Well, most of them are anti-Trump, but also in favor of this ban. It's ridiculous.
A side note, I think that's why it's good to see the trans list. And Janet Mock did this documentary of like trans lists, and it was a trans man on there that served in the military, and he kind of talked about his struggles and whatnot. But going back to what what did you say?
I was talking about so many people are like anti-Trump, but also transphobic.
Oh, that's why it's good to like kind of hear the perspective of like both sides. But that is a layered conversation only because I agree with a lot of what you're saying, and you've enlightened me and opened my eyes to that whole conversation to begin
Are you talking
with.
about the military?
Well, yeah, the military, army, fighting, all of that stuff. But I don't know. I think, like you said, if you want to fight, you shouldn't have the right. I mean, you should have the right to fight. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I do believe that this is going to happen, even though it's a tweet. I think his tweets inspire so many people to really come out and express their honest opinion, which is also like ignorance. A lot of people are ignorant. I think Janet Mock on the show. Oh, by the way, Daytime Diva is a new show on VH1. So Janet Mock was on that show, and she said it's okay to be trans ignorant. It's not okay to be transphobic. So meaning like it's okay to be ignorant on a topic. You know, we can be ignorant on a topic, just mean we don't have knowledge on it. But then the moment where you don't, someone is enlightening you or teaching you something, and then you continue to choose to be hateful or uphold an oppression, then you are a scum.
Right, basically. Yeah. And, you know, I try and go into any situation with an open heart, an open mind, and an open mouth and open legs. But, you know.
All open. We try to be as open as possible.
I try to be as open as possible.
Open,
but, okay. Besides the point. There's other deeper issues that I'm working through.
So, continuing on with this messness. So, transphobia is like really... It's always been constant, but like a lot of people are talking, so that means a lot of people are being trans ignorant and transphobic. So continuing that train, I watched The Breakfast Club. Do you watch The Breakfast Club?
I watched The Breakfast Club, and they have some good stuff, but they be fucking up sometimes.
They mess up so often.
They be fucking up sometimes.
They be on that shit. But they do have they invite good people.
They do. I mean, I've seen them invite Native Americans and talk about, you know, the water issue in, what's the name of it? Help me out. Forgot.
I'm going to help you.
Shit. What's the name of it?
I'm going to help you.
What the fuck?
I'm going to help you.
In North Dakota, South Dakota. I'm
going to help you. Hold on.
Oh my God. I'm looking crazy right
Pipeline. Dakota Pipeline.
That's not what it's called.
No,
fuck. Help me out, somebody.
I said Dakota Pipeline.
No,
Dakota, it was literally... Anyways, they do invite Angela Rye has been invited.
Yes.
A lot of people. But The Breakfast Club, when they mess up horribly. And so, was it last week? Last week, a couple days ago, Lil Duval,
Devon, I don't know. Maybe I watched too many Disney, I don't know. Whatever his name is. Whoever the fuck.
He was on there, and... this is the thing. Charlemagne, the other one, and then the other one.
Not Charlemagne.
Charlemagne?
Charlemagne the guy, baby.
Charlemagne. They make joke of like serious things of people and their identity. So they had Janet Mock was recently on The Breakfast Club, which wonderful.
That was like she was promoting her book, promoting her podcast.
Yeah. Which is a good podcast.
It is a good podcast.
What's it called?
Like it. Ooh. I don't know.
Never Before. Called Never Before.
Never Before?
Never Before.
I'm going to make sure that's what it's called.
It's called Never Before. And check out the
Don't mind me.
podcast. And she be inviting people.
She does.
The first guest was my great cousin, Tina Knowles.
Stop it.
Tina Knowles Lawson.
Yes. Oh, it was so good. Go ahead.
Beyonce's mama. Beyonce and Solange's mama. So she invited
and
her.
she did it in her mansion.
And Tina's
You're
mama.
right. Never Before with Janet Mock.
Yeah.
You're correct.
So she was on the Breakfast Club talking about her podcast and also her second book. I forgot what that book is called. but it's her second book. Her first book was really wonderful, and then her second book is out. Anyways, good job, Jadak Mock. Check out the podcast and get the second book. So this week they invited Lil Duval, Lil something,
whoever it is.
and so they asked him about Janet Mock, like, isn't she cute? And he was like,
They asked her about it.
they asked him about her.
I mean, they asked him about
They had her
how they
book.
felt. Like, how did they ask her?
Ask him.
Because I saw. Oh, I'm sorry. They asked Lil Duval about her.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Yes. And he was just being some transphobic mess. He was saying, like, totally invalidating her. Oh, what he said specifically, which is dangerous, he was saying that if he had sex with a trans woman and he found out afterwards that she was trans, that he would just have to kill her. And they were laughing.
I feel like they were egging that conversation to happen. Like, egging that type of transphobia to happen as well, though.
Absolutely, because, like, they were trying to say, like, well, isn't she cute? Like, admit that she's cute. But what's the woman's name on the show?
Angela Yee's always, like,
She
somewhat
was the
out
one-
of place and uncomfortable with the conversation that's happening.
Yes, but even she can do better because she was like, oh, don't say what you would do because that haven't happened to you yet. That's it. Like, not challenging him.
I think that's valid. No?
To say you're going to kill somebody, like, I think
No. I'm saying Angela Yee saying,
that's
like...
right, but, like, you can say something stronger than that. Don't, like, oh, you can't say that because it never happened to you. Yes, but he literally just said he would kill a trans woman.
Yeah, she probably came from that perspective of just being in a room with men and not maybe feeling like she can really speak her mind or...
That's her job.
Yeah.
I'm like, all of them can do better. I hear what you're saying, but, like, that's her job. That's Charlemagne.
What is this accent?
All of them.
Charlemagne?
I don't know. What is it? Charlemagne?
It's Charlemagne.
Charlemagne. All their
He's
jobs.
from North Carolina, South Carolina, one of them. It's Charlemagne.
And then he was laughing.
Of course he
Charlemagne.
was.
So.
I mean, he always be saying ignorant shit. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, what Angela Wright has said many times. It's like, you just kind of have to, like, work with him. Like, he's getting there. I think people see his progression, like, his progress to where he was and where he is now. And that's kind of like, I know that's kind of how I look at it when it comes to Charlemagne. But.
Yeah. At a certain point, though, you got to, like, separate. You got to, like, divorce. You got to end a relationship. And folks are now, there's a hashtag boycott Breakfast Club. Hashtag boycott Breakfast Club is going on because, like, I get it.
Do you think we should boycott, or do you want to boycott Breakfast Club?
That's the thing. Like, yes. At this point, yes, because I was one of those who's like, well, we work with our family, we work with people. But also, I'm a child of Maya Angelou.
Okay.
If someone shows you who they are, believe them. And, like, the first time. And we've given them 10,000 times. You can't, at this day and age, you cannot make a joke of someone saying they're going to kill a trans person and they find out they're trans. At this day and age, that is promoting, that is accepting trans femme, trans women, and trans people's death.
Women,
we can't,
yeah.
We can't just accept that. We can't forgive.
I definitely see where you're coming from. No, but I see where you're coming from also just because to add on to that is just when Rick Ross was in the studio and just some of the things he was saying in regards to, like, if he was to sign an artist and, of course, he's doing all this stuff for her, he got to, like, fuck her, basically.
He said that?
Yes. He has to fuck her.
Wasn't Rick Ross, wasn't he, like,
he's the one flipping date rape drugs and fucking, yeah. So I think just that mentality that he continues to push and carry on and boast about is a little problematic. It's a lot of problem. It's very problematic. And just even the picture, they always take a picture of the
artist?
guests whoever they invite into the interviews, and just that picture of how he held Angela Yee. I've
over her
seen
neck,
that look, and she looked so uncomfortable. And I don't even know if she would be the type of person to say, like, you know what, actually I was very uncomfortable, because I don't know if she has that strong enough I don't know if she feels comfortable and confident enough to even say how she actually felt, but the look on her face was so apparent that she was very uncomfortable with not only the conversation, but that picture and the way she was being held,
What did they
was
say
a bit problematic.
in the interview? Like,
No,
when
I
he
mean,
was saying
those were
that?
the highlights of like,
Did they say that they...
a
Like when he
rebuttal
was
to that?
Yeah.
They didn't really say anything. That was the problem. Like, Charlamagne was laughing. It was just kind of one of those things where you're talking about a serious topic, but they play it off to just kind of, like just not making it really a serious accusation. And it really happens a lot with not only hip hop, but it happens just a lot, I feel, with the music industry. When you talk about R. Kelly, you talk about Tyga,
They get excused. They get a pass. I think it's about time. It's been about time for us to like give people pink slips. Like, we should not be supporting R. Kelly
like
at this day and age. Like,
he's had. So all I know of R. Kelly is being a pedophile. So when I was introduced to him, he was dating Aaliyah. So like all I've known of him is actually just dating younger people. He was married, but like dating, having sex, all over in between. Like it's always been dealing with, underage or it's super young. And from age ain't nothing but a number, calling himself the Pied Piper. Like, it was just always this, like, undertone, like, of pedophilia or just statutory rape. Like, I think because I grew up in the music in the sense of, I was younger, I was, middle school maybe when that stuff came out?
I was in elementary.
You were in elementary? Like,
maybe I was like pre-K.
You don't, shut the fuck up. Calm the fuck down.
I
always try to try me with the goddamn age. But no, it's like, when you're in elementary pre-K, you don't have that consciousness yet. And so him speaking of basically pedophilia and statutory rape and his music and
so
making
openly.
it so openly, and and people are just sitting here with their eyes wide shut, like it's.
Ooh, is that a Southern thing? Eyes wide shut, sitting with the eyes wide shut.
I don't know.
I
don't know if that's a Southern thing. There was a movie called Eyes Wide Shut, and I knew what that meant. Like I knew what that meant before the movie came out. But
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it is. A lot of stuff I say is Southern, and I don't know until people call me out on it.
Right. We don't say that here.
Right.
Anyways,
like,
back to your point.
But no, it's just and I think he's got many chances, and it's time to, like you said, call him out, give him the pink slip, as you say.
Pink slip. Time to go. Like, we got.
When is enough enough?
When is enough enough? And it's enough. I'm supporting this boycott. Boycott the Breakfast Club because enough is enough. They know better.
I'm still on I will say openly and admit that I am still straddling the fence. Like, I'm not sure if I necessarily want to boycott it altogether, just because I know how they started. I know how it's been, and I've seen the progression and growth, because they do hip hop interviews. They do things about the culture in hip hop, and I know just even in hip hop where it was, that's even a little different, because where hip hop started and then where it kind of dipped off into, and then like it's coming back. Yeah, because it didn't start off shitty.
No, it would start off conscious. And
yeah,
political,
it did.
Political.
But I think it's been ebbs and flows. Is that a word?
I know what you mean.
I
know what you mean. Because Queen Latifah recently was like, she's kind of like disappointed in this generation's hip hop rap artists who are not political enough. And I was like, go ahead, Queen. Like, because that's real. Like,
and she started off that way.
Yeah.
And that was the thing
who
about
you calling
her.
the big?
Right.
That was Queen, right? That was Queen.
What, ladies first.
That's right, ladies first.
It's just, she's always been spitting like conscious rap, conscious bars, or whatever you want to call it. Like, she's always been just making sure that people understood not only about the community but was giving back in the sense of like what you barking at, BB?
Jordan. Get it, Jordan.
Just giving back to the community and making sure that she was doing it for the culture and the rise of consciousness of the culture.
Yeah. I'm pink sipping them.
No, I can't be mad at it, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't be mad at it. I think for me, I'll continue. Only because I've seen good. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to tell you about yourself. Like, I'm going to write the bad comments. I'm going to write in, like, this needs to change. Like, maybe they're looking at Black Twitter. They're looking at the LGBT Twitter. I'm going to just call it Black Twitter. Because the LGBT Twitter and the Black Twitter is really not the same thing. And they're seeing what, you know, what's problematic in the way they speak and what they do.
I hear what you're saying. I think,
especially
like,
Charlemagne, like that, he's grown a lot. He's grown a lot from where he's.
Yeah, that's just kind of like, okay, Jay-Z's album was really wonderful. Have you heard it, 44?
I have not heard. 44? I've heard songs.
It was
I have
good.
Not heard, the songs I've heard, the ones he's released, are good. They are conscious, and I do agree with a lot that he's saying. And he's grown. So it's like you can quit. You could have quitted on him. Beyonce didn't quit on him.
She had to do work on herself too. But what I'm trying to say is, I recognize people's progression, but I also don't over congratulate them for that. Like, I don't over congratulate Charlemagne for being
that. I don't do.
I think kind of.
It's more like
I think as black.
Oh,
people,
no, I agree with that. Yeah.
As in, like, we've given Charlemagne.
Oh, no,
all
definitely.
Of them
like, I'm so used to, like, whenever black father take care of their kids, and like, he take care of his kids. I'm like, you supposed to do that. Like, that's.
Exactly. So
I'm not gonna congratulate you for something you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm giving them pink slip because, like, they should have been there already because they know better. But I think what I will want them to do, because they're going to be on the air.
Yeah. They're popular. They have a big.
But I noticed when they invite folks like Angela or Janet Mock who come prepared to really talk about conversations, like deep conversations and like honor humanity, they don't challenge them, or they're not making. Well, they do kind of make jokes.
Angela Rye don't challenge?
No, they do. I'm talking about the Breakfast Club. They don't have the same conversations with them as they do with like people like Lil Devil. Right. And so what I will want them to do is to be able
his name. We'll figure it out.
To be able to like correct people and educate people when they invite the other guests to the show. If they're not doing that, then I don't understand. I see they do more harm than good.
Yeah.
Like if no one really challenged him or checked him for saying some harmful shit like I will kill her.
Yeah.
If no one like challenged that directly, then they are doing way more harm, because that's the reality. That's what happens.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think I want them to do that.
And that's why, I mean, I would have to stand by somebody that says like, okay, I'm done with them. I ain't fucking with them no more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, just because I choose to, you know, try or like, you know, help them, see them through, whatever. Like, I can't fault anybody, like, saying, okay, I don't even fucking with them no more.
I know you pink slip fear your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like, I'm done. What was it then? What was the point where you were like, I'm done? When do you pink slip someone?
With a friend?
Yeah.
I pink slip a friend when I feel that there is nothing adding on to my growth of spirit, of consciousness, or of even recreational type. You know, like, you just don't contribute anything. And on top of that, it's work. So that's really what it is. It's like, you ain't serving me in no way, and it's work to just be in your space. I'll usually keep a couple of people around where I feel like we don't connect and they're cool to just hang out with at the club or whatever. I'll still kind of keep them around. But when it's someone where it's work and I'm not. There's no reciprocity. I'm not getting anything from it. I'm just like, girl, I'm drained hanging out with you. Then I pink slip them, and I think. I realized I started doing that when people were doing it to me. They might not call it that, but like they would just, and I would be the one putting in the work for their friendship, but they would pink slip me. So I was like, you know what? If I'm bending over backwards to be a good friend and to make sure that you know that I consider you a priority, like I'm prioritizing your time, I love you, I'm considerate of your time, and they still pink slip me, and that's with, dating or just platonic relationships. I was just like, oh, you know what? I gotta do for me, because other people are doing for them.
So we see all that to say, I'm pink slipping the Breakfast Club. Danique's still hanging on, so I'll get all the tea from you. That's wonderful.
I'm still trying to work with these mofos.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what, folks? I'm going to take what Congresswoman Auntie Maxine Waters has been saying.
They have Maxine Waters on the Breakfast Club too, haven't they?
Probably.
I feel
she's like getting a new boost. Like I love how like the younger generation are
embracing her.
Yeah,
and she's embracing
them.
She's been embracing the young generation for quite some time.
And she's been this way since 67.
That's true. That is so true.
So I'm going to do what Maxine Waters has been doing. And so recently she was like, when people are wasting her time, I feel like people are wasting my time. She said, I'm reclaiming my time. So I'm reclaiming my time.
Ooh, I like that. You better get my time. Reclaim your motherfucking time.
Yeah, so that's how I feel with the Breakfast Club. Soon as like Charlamagne or anybody will start talking and they're just like, reclaiming my time.
And you know what's so interesting that you say that, because when I do like a corporate job, so I'm able to like listen to podcasts and different stuff while I'm working. And I have a friend that was just like, or a coworker, I should say, that was, I'm so picky with that friend word. I had a coworker that she said, oh, did you hear the latest Breakfast Club? And it was the side chicks of Housewives. I don't know, some side chicks. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to listen to that, So it's just, I do notice that I strategically listen to certain interviews that the Breakfast Club does, because some of it's just gonna be, which is why I was not aware of the Little DeVoe and other things, because I'm like looking at them, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be an ignorant interview. So I am very much so into filtering what I listen to. It's the reason why I don't have cable. It's the reason why I don't listen to radio. It's the reason why everything that I
thought because you didn't want to pay those bills.
I mean, shit, that too. I mean, that's the add-on to that motherfucker. But shit, you ain't gotta call a hoe out. But no, that too. But also, it helps.
You filter what
I do really filter what
put
goes
into your system.
Yeah.
That's
it
really
makes
good.
A difference.
That's good.
He ain't right.
Yeah,
but he right.
So pink slipping them, reclaiming my time for just stuff. So let's talk about some things. What are you watching?
Ooh!
What are you watching?
So we need to tell you about some of the stuff to look out for. Some things that are out in motion with the ocean, and that you need to knick-knack and paddywhack and
give it dog a bone.
Yes.
Or a cat a bone, or
a
giraffe, or whatever animal you like a bone. If they eat bones.
All right.
Okay.
He got a long neck.
Sorry.
Giraffes got them long necks.
I have not caught up on Insecure, so don't judge me. Yeah, you're judging me.
I was. Why? Is it because you...
Well, because I don't have HBO. Money?
Okay, what did I just say about...
Oh, you don't have HBO.
I don't got a motherfucking TV and I'm caught up. Okay, so again, I'm going to look to my left and be like, why aren't you watching Insecure?
Well, I need to catch up. Well, it's only been one episode.
That's true.
Yeah. So
you already watched the first season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who that last?
So I do know, are you still Team Issa or Team Lawrence? Is that still going on?
Okay, can we take a moment and talk about like why these women are cheating?
Who's cheating?
Okay, you got like Shonda Rhimes. I mean, not Shonda Rhimes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say Shonda Rhimes. I meant to say Kerry Washington on Scandal.
She's cheating?
She be cheating, girl. She be cheating.
She's the mistress.
All right, so
Well,
that made it better. Thank you for that.
well.
Right. And then you have being Mary Jane. She just cheated on her boyfriend.
Oh,
and then you have Insecure. She cheating on her boy. I'm like, what is all these people cheating? You know, like, I mean, damn, all the nice guys finishing last. So what? I haven't been caught up with
We
Scandal,
don't want to
though.
go
I
down.
really got tired of her fucking all of these
White men. Yeah.
Ugh. But I will tell you, it has nothing to do, like, Shonda Rhimes is still my ace, boom, coon, whatever. But
Still your road dog.
She's my road dog.
Mm-hmm. We love her.
And Grey's Anatomy is still the longest relationship that I've ever been in. And when she cancels that, I don't know what the fuck
She
I'm
needs
gonna
to.
do.
Scandal's about to be canceled.
Oh,
This is last season.
Oh, no, you just, what?
This is last season. Yeah,
No, I
Shonda
don't.
said this is last season.
No, she didn't. She was talking about Scandal.
I said Scandal.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought we were talking about Grey's Anatomy. I almost had a moment. I almost bring it back in.
Oh,
No, I mean, honestly,
They need to
we've been
cancel that
together,
show.
but shut the
They
fuck
need
up.
to cancel Grey's
I
Anatomy.
need you to calm the fuck
They
down.
need to cancel.
That's what I need.
It's been on since I was 2.
I just,
You were like 13.
It doesn't, you just don't, you know what? This shit about
They
to
need to
end.
cancel.
This is about to be the last Black to reality.
They need
Cause
to cancel it.
no!
What
I am
more
not
can
the,
you do?
I am not the only one watching that show because
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Has Scandal been on for 14, 15 years, honey?
No.
All right, you know why?
Oh. You just put it point.
All right.
But still, I think
I do feel like Jesse Williams might get cut off, though, because
he's still on the show. Oh my gosh.
Jesse Williams is... He might be
Your
being a
mascara
little...
is strong.
He might be...
It's like purifying my
Okay,
eyeballs.
wait, hold on. Director, we need to have, like, a limit of how many times he can call me out on the goddamn podcast. Hello.
Reclaim it. Go ahead, reclaim it. Go ahead. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
He mad because he ain't sucking on my scalp. Okay, but anyways. No, I know that's off topic,
Shonda.
but Jesse Williams, because it may be a rumor, but he's like...
He's getting divorced.
But he was cheating on his wife.
He said he
with
wasn't
the white
cheating.
girl.
He said he wasn't cheating.
Can you speak a little bit on that?
That's all I know is that he was very offended when people are saying he's cheating, that his relationship with his wife was a good relationship, and they just come to terms to end it.
Okay,
Like, whatever.
do you think he's with that lady?
The white woman?
Yeah. I tried to.
The Lizzie? I don't know. I don't
I mean, he
follow them
said
like
so
that.
much about, Black Girl Magic and all of this stuff. And
Well, that's a
because
good question,
we're
because
magic.
can you still be like pro-black and so conscious and then date white people? Is that your
Okay, you know what?
conversation? Is that what you're trying to open? Is that what you're trying to say? Because we can have that conversation.
I'm just going to say this because you know my fear.
So you're going to end up with a white man?
Oh my God, it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen to me. I know. I've been probably it's been about 4 or 5 years I've been saying this.
I'm not going to comment because I don't want people to be in my DMs. I don't want people
Oh
to be in
yeah,
your DMs.
it will happen. But I think my theory is because nothing happens according to plan for me. Every time I plan shit, it never works out. And then also, everything I have is always like a struggle or I have to work really, really hard at it.
Here we go. Therapy
So it
session.
only makes sense. Well,
Therapy session. Here we go. We need this dating.
why does it always say, let me be. Go ahead. Let me be.
So you're going to pull a Jesse? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I'm not going to cheat on my current wife.
What?
And like,
Okay, I didn't say he was cheating.
The fuck? Okay, maybe he wasn't, but no, it's not even that either still. Because how would I be Jesse?
You're saying he's probably with a white person. And I'm like, is that going to be you?
Oh, I mean, in that simplified sense, maybe.
Yeah.
But
and how
like,
he started off, like Black Love, Black Mabah. And I'm like, he can still be that. But
I just feel like nothing goes easy, so that's probably what's going to happen for me. I'm going to end up with a white person, and I'm going to just be like, he treats me good. He makes me happy.
this is what I got.
I don't know. He understands. He gets me.
Well, he's gonna have to be conscious so much if he's gonna be around like our friends.
I'm gonna be mad at myself for a while. Hey, wait. So can we rewind back? Because I want to explain this. No, I need to explain this. So this is why it's different when a black person says they may not be able, or any person of color say that they may not be able to date a white person, or it's hard for them to date a white person, or to see themselves with a white person. It's not rooted in racism at all. It has nothing to do with racism. But I really need to explain this shit to y'all because, like,
it does.
I know
not
it's
the way
gonna,
that you think.
No, it
does.
don't.
Not the way
it
that
has,
some
well,
folks think.
not on our part. Not
no, the root is racism, but it's not the way that
it has nothing to do with like black people being racist. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's because, and this is, I'm speaking just personal experience. Other people may be able to relate to it, but like when I've dated white people, if I ever have a moment where I have a black experience or a person of color experience, and they say that I'm crazy or they're unable to empathize or they don't understand, and I have to do all of this explaining and they still don't get it, like that lack of empathy, that lack of not being able to even comprehend or understand or even empathize or sympathize, like they just, when it comes to that, I don't know if I can have a long day, walk into that space and still not be safe in my own home. In that sense, that is where it comes from. It has nothing to do with aesthetics. It has nothing to do. I'm attracted to white people.
Because you're attracted to people.
I'm attracted to people. Thank you.
Exactly.
I'm attracted to people. I'm attracted to spirits, and all of that has nothing to do with color. But when it comes to that one thing where they just don't get it. That's hard, because especially for me, where I'm so attracted to like mental stimulation and connection and, you know, more on a metaphysical level and all of that stuff. Like, it makes it very, very difficult when I am not in a safe space in my relationship regarding mentality, mentally, metaphysically, all of that. Like, if I'm not able to connect, and bitch, if you call me crazy regarding that, I'm gonna feel some type of way. So that's where it comes from. That's really what I just had to like side note that, because I think people hear that a lot, and then I feel like when we don't explain it in a sense, I feel that like maybe, well, it's actually not specifically to white people, but when white people in other races say like, oh, they don't date somebody, and it's because you can tell it's because of like aesthetics.
It's racism.
I'm like, no, it's not the same. This is why. This is why. I'm giving you a detailed explanation as to why.
We navigate differently, and that's just like you said earlier, like you were talking about pink slips and like relationships are work. All relationships is work. Like, no matter if it's platonic or sexual, like it's a work. If you're building with people, it takes work to do that. And there's an article that just came out talking about how like having white friends, if you're not white, is work. And I'm like, oh my God, that article talked about like my entire upbringing. It's like, and how some people are like, I have like 4 white friends.
Okay, that's more than I thought you had. Okay.
Because a lot of people are surprised. Like to this day, like I
didn't know that.
I have 4 white friends.
Where you at though? Girl, I don't believe you.
No,
you're lying.
No, pause to tell you, I have 4 white friends, and
Quiet.
I have 4 white friends, and how?
All right, I only believe you because quiet.
Listen, I have 4 white friends. And they're good. They are, to be in my life, you have to, especially if you're white, you have to have knowledge on whiteness. You have to have knowledge on racism, because I'm not going to navigate this world.
Knowing your privilege.
Yeah, I'm not going to navigate this world, and the people who I call my friends don't quite understand our differences and our similarities. So my white friends who I have, there are 4 of them. Whenever like I don't have the energy to explain like racism or white stuff, I call them and they do it for me for their white people. That's how.
Are they local?
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, I don't have any white friends in LA.
Maybe that's.
Wait, do I have
why.
white friends in LA? I don't have any white friends in LA. No. Anyways, but like you were saying, it's work. And the article was talking about having relationships with white people. If you're not white, it takes work. And when people are saying, like, I don't want to date a white person, especially a black person, like, I don't want to date a white person, that is usually informed by their experiences of navigating being black and being white. And it's nothing to do with aesthetics, even though some people will be like, white people aren't cute. But I'm like, that's not me. That's ultimately not true, but...
No. And that's not even where I'm coming from. It's a deeper level. It's more connection. 'Cause we'll fuck. But... It's just when it comes to like
relationship.
Yeah, it has to be some hard conversations that happen. And I do notice with the white friends that I do have, I have more than 4.
You do.
They're able. They may not understand totally where I'm coming from, which is okay at the moment because I'm not dating them. But they're still open and I can tell they're still listening. So, because sometimes it takes a while for people to process stuff. And sometimes people have to go through life experiences to really get, it takes work. And so if I'm able to say my experience and you don't totally write me off or say I'm crazy and you do as a friend should, you know, like you take, I mean, just even in our friendship, not regarding race, obviously, but just like, personality and stuff, it takes work, you know. And if I see that you're willing to do that, then I can fuck with you, basically.
So long story short, you're going to end up with a white man. Jesse Williams is probably with a white woman. I think Grey's Anatomy needs to be cut off. If you want to fight me over it, whatever. Scandals in the last season.
It's the longest relationship I've ever had, and I don't know what I'm gonna do if it happens. Yeah, because I don't. Who am I? Who gonna love me? Who gonna take care of me?
I feel like when all my children went off the air, I had that reaction for my grandmother. Oh my god, the soap opera. Yeah,
it's not on anymore.
No, it's been out for a few years now.
Oh wow!
But when it ended, I was like, oh my goodness, what is my granny gonna do? Like all my children's been around. It was started off on the radio, and then it became the television. Right. Anyways, my granny, you know, she.
Wow, I did not know that. It started off on the radio. Operas, Wow. Mm-hmm. People used to listen to the radio like that.
Like we do with podcasts, though.
Now,
hopefully y'all listening on SoundCloud, everybody.
So Insecure, I'm glad that that's back on because I too have those awkward moments where I kind of felt like no one really understood. But basically, I'm just really happy to see like us being showed in a multifaceted light. I can't relate to Issa right now.
I don't know the episode. So.
Yeah, but you was like, am I team Issa or team who?
Lawrence.
I don't. Oh, well, I mean, how could you not be team Lawrence? He's the one that got done wrong. I'm team Issa because it's her fucking show. It's her fucking. Well, no. The thing is that you know, okay, so he's been trying to find a job. He's been trying to. He has been neglectful in some ways, but it never will give you the right to step out on your relationship and cheat.
I mean, she had sex with somebody. She should have lied.
She cheated.
She had sex, yes. But then also him.
Now like, that's a double-edged sword because I'm like, you told on yourself. I would have been fine if you just never mentioned of it again.
I think folks judge heavily on like someone having sex with somebody else outside the relationship versus other aspects of the relationship.
Well,
like,
that's not my thing. I think it's like not being communicative.
Yes, and so
like you can have sex with other people.
No, I'm saying that like I think they both did wrong. What she did wrong was have sex with somebody else. Wrong. But what he did wrong for 4 years was so much.
What is this 4 year so much wrong?
Not supporting her, like, emotionally, or maybe they had sex, but, like, emotionally, she needed help financially, things like that, like, he didn't do.
That's true.
And she was taking care of him for so much. So I'm like, yeah, she cheated, but you were also doing these things. And I don't just...
I feel like that's... Okay. Yeah, that is a layered conversation.
It's
because
so layered.
I guess it's one of those things where it kind of reverts back. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm like quoting like a scripture or something. But when they say all sins are created equal, like hers is an accumulation. That's so funny because I'm so
That's
not
so
religious.
funny on a Sunday. Come on,
Sunday. I'm so not religious, but like, yeah, one is an accumulation and one is like that, but they are kind of yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I do get what you're saying. I still
church.
I did. I can't deny it. A side note, like my cousin's trying to always hook me up with people. And they do not fit. No, just like period. And she was like, "Oh, you would like him. Like he doesn't mind feminine people." And I'm like, "Oh my God, bless your heart."
What does it have to do with anything?
That's all right. And that's why I just started quoting stuff like when she says things, I'm just like, I pray to God that we'll, find the light and lead us out of darkness. Like anytime somebody says something crazy, I'm just like, they know not what they do. Let it be. We are all sinners and we know not what we do. I pray to the Lord, the highest of the highest. Like, I just, like, that was all I text. Like, she would say something and it'll just be like these scriptures. Because I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. So now I'm just going to start praying. Whenever somebody says something crazy to me, I'm going to just start praying.
Let's pray.
I'm just going to start praying because I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to connect to your level except to pray. So
Insecure.
I know that was, but yeah. Insecure, check it out. New episode comes on tonight.
It comes on Sundays, Insecure?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
I only know that because I get a notification because I don't watch live TV and I don't have cable or TV.
Okay.
2,
Being Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane is something I watched after I could not watch Scandal anymore. And
you can only get enough of coming for Scandal.
I know it's so bad because I love Shonda Rhimes so much, and I feel like I'm burying my own grave of meeting her.
So Being Mary Jane.
Yes. Check it out. I don't know. You're not watching it, huh?
No, I am watching it.
You are watching it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's good. I mean, I just feel like when it comes to her, at least I understand why she cheated on her guy. And
really?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because they fit.
Oh, the person she cheated
with.
Oh, okay.
She did. It's okay. Go on and talk about it, baby. No, they broke up because they cheated, honey.
Yes.
She cheated on her boyfriend with the guy. She told. Yes.
They were on a break.
No, they were no. So when they were talking, they that's why he was so angry. He was like, "Oh," and he was like, "Oh, so you just go for people that are like gonna hurt you, you're damaged." Like then he tried to like say hurtful things to her, but she was just like, "Girl, whatever." But I understand because it's like when you have somebody that keeps you on your toes and kind of is on your level in the sense of
they had more things in common.
They had more things in common.
Like
I'm not saying it was a good choice, but I can see why she cheated. I'm not condoning. Me understanding why you cheated doesn't mean I condone what you did. Yeah. So yeah, that's BMJ. That's Insecure. I don't get it. Well, you explained Insecure. You were like, no, maybe I did.
No, yeah.
Well, we kind of both did. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go to... Another thing y'all need to watch out for is Girls Trip.
Girls Trip.
Ooh,
Girls Trip. Who are you? There was Dinah.
Ooh, I'm Dina.
Of course you're Dina. I'm like,
I'm Queen Latifah, right?
That's not Queen.
Wait, I'm so bad with names. It took me 5 years to get the Grey's Anatomy.
Dina is... We talking about Grey's Anatomy.
And I love that show.
Dina was you, the one.
But Tiffany
Haddish.
No, I feel like she was. Well, Queen Latifah's broke. I feel like that character is me.
And loyal.
But I don't be trying to like front. I don't front about my brokenness when I'm broke.
Right.
Maybe I'm a mix between what was the Queen
There's
Latifah
the
character?
Mix. Yeah, Queen Latifah. I think she was a loyal friend who.
What is her name on the show?
Her name
I'm
was
so bad
okay.
with
There
names.
was Dina,
You know who
Sasha.
it is? Is
There
it
was
Sasha?
Ryan, and there was Lisa. Sasha. She was Sasha.
I feel like I'm a mix between Dina and Sasha.
Yeah, I think so.
I definitely have the spirit and the
tenacity and the energy of Dina.
yes, but
you're not her at the extreme. You're not violent. Like you're not violent randomly.
okay.
You're violent when you need to
I'm like, yeah. Definitely not randomly.
be. Yeah, no. Yeah.
That's so bad.
But you are the life. You are the life
Aw,
of the
I
party.
appreciate
You
it.
bring right. The
I
grapefruit.
never.
No. When they talk about
I will
grapefruit, I said that
try.
sounds dangerous. And then it was.
I'm not with acidic fruits on those types of parts at all. But you know, I'm kinky, so if someone asks and they provided it, then I'll do it.
I'm a mix of. Who am I a mix of?
What is the?
There was Sasha was the queen, Queen Latifah. Ryan, who is
What's the one
Regina
with the deal?
Hall. Ryan.
Regina Hall, and you're a mix.
Yeah.
Regina Hall and what do you think?
Are you serious, Lisa?
Wait, which one is what is her real character?
Jada Pickett.
No.
I think I have got. I was thinking I was a mix of Regina and Dina. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tiffany.
I was gonna say different.
I mean, also Jada too. I am very like. I'm kind of more like level-headed, or try to like. We can't be that intense, or we got.
She was a little bit too much of a prude for me to even see that in you.
Yeah, I'm not a prude, but I'm also making.
A nurturer.
I'm nurturing.
That's what.
Okay.
I'm Dina.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
I see Dina and Ryan though. Those
I
two.
do.
I see
for
that.
you.
That's funny.
I feel like I really liked Jada Pickett's role, especially because I think it was a little different for her. I never see her play that type of role, to be honest. She's usually a little bit more outspoken and wild and whatnot. But
what was your favorite scene? I have mine. Oh my goodness. I have mine.
you know, it was so many reactions I got from that damn movie. Like, I literally, there was moments in that movie where I was just like covering my eyes and like, no, like I can't believe you're doing that, you know. But I definitely like the dance off. That was fun.
Which one? There was like one in the beginning. Oh, the main one.
The
Yeah,
main
that
dance off
nice.
was good.
That was nice. That reminds me of me and Aaron.
And of course, the trailer was actually that was shown on the trailer where they were crossing from one side to the other. So I'm not giving anything away because it's in the trailer.
I mean,
but
if you
it
haven't
is a
seen
little
it-
bit more elaborate.
If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. So like,
Yeah. Why you late, boo?
you're late.
But yours, what's your favorite thing?
Well, it was when they were. What was New Orleans? So I mean,
that
it
was
so
in
beautiful.
itself was so.
Yeah.
It was like so you have what's the name of the? You have like
Bourbon
Hangover.
Street?
People were comparing
Oh.
it to Hangover. For me,
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, Hangover, whatever. But like, I really liked Bridesmaid, and that made me laugh so much. And I really felt like it was funnier than Bridesmaid.
Oh yes.
But it was more on you can connect on I guess being
It was
black,
black?
or visceral level.
Yeah, it was black.
Because just being, I'm glad that it was in New Orleans instead of Las Vegas or some place like that, some typical place you would think of.
Essence Festival.
And it really was one of those movies where it,
The breeze, yes.
that
yes.
feels good, right?
Ooh, that breeze.
It's, they was like, it's not just like a black movie, it's just a really good comedic movie, I think I'm really big on these movies that show black people multifaceted in different lights. And that movie did that. Like, it wasn't just oh, everybody's ghetto and funny. Like it was
Right.
like you have the educated, you have the prude, you have the.
They all were
comedic.
educated.
Yeah,
They all were college
They
students.
actually all were educated,
Yeah.
but they were just, and that's another layer. Actually, it's like you can be educated and still have like the
Yeah.
just human. They show
Yeah.
us as human, and it's like long overdue. So.
And I think it's happened, like started to happen with black films. And you can tell like the writers or directors or producers, like they're black, when there's subtle things that are black. Remember we talked about it in Moonlight? How like he took out his grill?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
like,
yes,
that's
yes,
black.
yes,
Or
yes.
you start to see the women or people with long hair wrap their hair. And
Yes,
I'm like, that
right.
is awesome.
That's
Like
black,
subtle
yeah.
things. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
and I think the movie did that. Yeah.
So that was pretty good. My favorite scene was when they were really drunk or high in the
Oh
club.
my God, that was funny.
Too
that
funny.
was funny.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about that later.
I think that's the only time I've actually seen black people on drugs like that, hallucinogenic type
Yes.
drugs, except Crooklyn, where they was doing the.
Oh, that's what that was. I did not know that was what that was in Crooklyn.
Yeah, they were doing something out of the bag, and then he had
He was
the girl
hallucinating and
or-
floating.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
hallucinogenic.
gosh.
That was the only time that I've seen that, so that was kind of cool to watch. I be taking it back down at
Yeah, you
Code
did.
45.
Crooklyn was
Crooklyn.
good.
All right.
Go see Girls Trip. You haven't
Yeah, go see Go. So two documentaries.
seen it.
that
Wait,
I wanted
we need to make
oh.
a queer one of those because we need a black queer,
Oh,
black
my
and brown
God.
queer film like that.
I would be so down for that. I'm
Oh
trying
my
to think if
goodness,
there's-
that needs to happen and like hire us. I would hire you
I would
in a
hire
heartbeat
you.
to
It would
act.
work.
Yeah,
This is kind of it.
this is it.
This is it.
We're gonna start making shows.
We're just gonna make our own.
We're gonna make
just
our
do
own.
it ourselves.
Okay, good. Good. And we're gonna
I'ma
be
get the funding.
Atlanta. It could be in Atlanta. It
Or
could be in New
Labor Day.
Orleans. Oh, Labor Day, Atlanta. Oh, oh my
that
gosh,
might be
that'd be
kinda
intense. Like
cool.
Essence Festival though.
Where is another place that black people travel? Where do black gay people travel?
I don't know. Let us know.
Gully Queens. We're gonna talk about some documentaries that you all should check out for. Vice is the shit. Just wanted to let y'all know they have really good journalism and documentaries. Gully Queens is about the LGBT community in Jamaica. If you know
Jamaica.
about Jamaica, they are not the biggest. They're not keen on anything dealing with LGBT. They follow a lot of like strict Catholic type. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
Roots.
not.
So
like many countries. Well,
and the Gully Queens are basically about this LGBT community that live in pretty much like a drain, a gutter. And they talk about their struggles. They talk about what they do to have fun, how they survive. And it really just shows the community and where they're at and where they're trying to be. And it was very different. It was a different perspective. And I know like having roots in Puerto Rico, and a lot of people don't understand like the Caribbeans really are not big on the LGBT community, but like Puerto Rico actually has a pretty loose like view on the LGBT community in the sense of it's not illegal.
Yeah. I
Like,
know a
if
lot
you-
of places, a lot of countries in the
It's
Caribbean
like
still
illegal.
have laws that
Yeah.
are super heterosexist. Even though, in Puerto Rico.
So that was something that I actually had to learn because when you're growing up, like you're like, oh, the Caribbeans and everybody else is like this, but you're like, oh no, that's just Puerto Rico. It's not. So that was one thing for me, it was kind of eye opening to see Gully Queens and kind of see what they're going through and whatnot. So.
And how they resist, because those queens,
Yes.
and they're resisting and they're changing culture there. So
Yeah.
check out that documentary. It came out a couple years ago, I think, or last year.
I think it's been out there for a while.
Yeah, Gullah Queens. And the
Gullah
next
Queens.
documentary is called Shape Up. I don't know if it's out yet, but it will come out. And it's looking at I think their language is black gay folks, their experiences in barbershops. Because folks who don't know, like the barbershop is part of black experience of going, especially like if you're a man or masculine of center. Going to the barbershop is something that you do culturally. And then they're looking at the experiences of how black queer men exist in those spaces. Because I like the barbershop. I really like going to the barbershop. And I recognize that these spaces are hyper masculine and a lot of times can be very triggering. And so.
Yeah, it is a hyper masculine type setting. I used to have anxiety going to the barbershop, to be honest, because I just was nervous about what they would talk about, if it applied to me in some derogatory way. And I mean, they just say a lot of ignorant shit in the barbershop, and I didn't look forward to it. As I got older, I found like barbershops that were a little bit more comfortable, but I usually would prefer like if they had their own personal room or if they were in the back. Like I just wanted to be away. I wanted to get in and get out. Like for me, the barbershop was not a fun event for me. I traveled in Asia and I learned how to cut my own hair, so now I don't go anymore. Because they don't know how to do fades over there, so or black hair. But yeah, for me, it actually gave me a lot of anxiety, to be honest. And I never looked. I found a barber that it wasn't so. I don't know what to call it. They didn't make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
that's important to do, to find a barber that you can feel comfortable to be around.
I mean, as a queer black man.
As a queer black
person.
And so check out those documentaries.
Have you found a barber that's...
When I lived in San Francisco, I had a barber. Chicago's. It was really dope. I would go there often.
Oh, that's the name of the barber? Chicago?
Yeah. And it was there for like 40 years. And it was in one of the... it was in the Viz area. So it used to be black, but now...
In San Francisco at that. Wow.
Yeah. And so then in LA, I have a barber. But I never found a barber in Sacramento because I never made it home. Anyways, I have a barber here. I don't go. My partner cuts my hair now. Or you cut it once too, and it was really good. You did a good job.
Thank you.
But I liked the barber shop. I just liked the environment, but it also was hella toxic at times. And so that's why I think it's important for you to get a barber that you like and can be yourself with, because when those toxic conversations will happen, I would be vocal. And because I was in relationship with those people, it was like, oh, okay, that was expected. That was accepted in that space. But I do know that they can be triggering.
Yeah, it's hard to be vocal.
Yeah.
Especially when somebody fucking doing your hair at the same time. And you're surrounded by a whole bunch of people that might not be so open-minded. So
yeah. And today, I think you can like get your barber's phone. You can text your barber and things like that. Like there are things you can do today that you couldn't do like maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah. Like you can ask questions and stuff like that now that you weren't able to. But I'm looking forward to seeing this documentary.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
So those are the things that we're watching or on the lookout for.
All right.
Anything else?
No, I think we're going to wrap it up because these folks over here on the side are ready to go.
And they're hungry. They're hungry.
Like,
I'm hungry. It's hot.
Ready to go. And I'm hungry. We're going to get some fried fish.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in to Black to Reality. Don't forget to subscribe to all of our social media. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Black, that's Black with a Q, to the number reality. Email us at blacktoreality@gmail.com.
Yeah, send us some questions. Send us some comments. And send us something so we can speak on it, baby.
And let us know who you would like to see on our show, because we're in LA and we're connected to like black, queer,
I want to talk to her so
brown
bad.
people.
I know that's bad. Sorry. I mean, it's not bad, but it's...
She's in Atlanta, ain't she? Or
she is in Atlanta. I just really like her. But go ahead.
Till next time. Peace out.